Hello everyone, welcome back to Shanghai Showdown. This is going to be the Battle Report Volume 1. Just going to be talking about the battle between me and a good friend of mine, Ty, who's a water trainer. So we're just going to go through, this is my dudes. I have them rocking with Venusaur, Arbok, Wellincott, uh, Drapion, Venomoth, and Swalot. I'm a poison trainer, so a lot of my dudes revolve around that. My friend, on the other hand, is a water trainer, so he likes to mess around with a lot of different like water moves, a lot of different water sets to kind of make his make his water Pokemon really beast. He uses the water and swift swim techniques. In my battles, we're gonna go over it real quick. We're gonna do level hundreds only, no legendaries. So that's kind of the only things we require. You gotta forgive my friend's hand. It's gonna be like the first battle report. We're gonna get it better so you don't get to see his giant fingers all the fucking time. But our first move is gonna start out with is more of a setup for what's gonna happen. So let's go ahead and see what he pulls off. Well, let's just get into certain things about certain Pokemon. So, for my team, Swalot is pretty much a tank. He has good special defense and defense, and when he comes into the battle, I gave him poison gas, so I can poison people right away. Oh, right off the bat, we have a switch off between Arbok, that drops everyone's attack down to a little bit, and I know as for playing for so long that Tyler's Quillfish is devastatingly powerful. So the first thing I wanted to do was drop his attack down. That's one good thing about the poison types. They have a lot of different like attributes for their abilities. Seeking, of course, hits Arbok with an ice beam, but since Arbok is pure poison, it's a normal attack, so he's okay. Whereas, like I just said, Swaylock has poison gas, so like it started off my poison strategy of trying to poison everyone and kind of stall him out. So of course, Quailfish is part poison, so he's not affected by it. But Seeking caught it all to the face, so he's poisoned, and it's a regular poison. It's not a badly poison, so I mean, it does give a chance for people to regenerate life and stuff, but it's always a constant pressure on him. Uh, like I said before, he has like a water based team, so a lot of his water attacks do very heavy damage. That's why I switched into Drapion, so because Drapion's more of a defensive tank, and of course, Arbok has really great attack, so gunk shots really do a lot of damage. And like I said, this is the start of the rain season. He like to say for his water team. It definitely enhances almost everything he has. Uh, Doubles all the water moves attacks. So if you have something that hits like 100, it's hitting 200. It's pretty stupid. Aqua Tails, yeah. My Drapion has, I'd say, in the good 300s of defense, and it's still taking nice chunks away. It's just a way that what I mean. It's just the way I build them. I like to build for defense and special defense, and I just threw out the poison spikes again, reiterating the whole poison everybody in the entire game type feel. I had to take out Seeking because if you guys don't know, Seeking has the ability to have Horn Drill. Horn Drill is a move that can kill you in one hit, but the accuracy is very low and it's very random. So you don't want him to hang around so he can do that kind of stuff or wreak havoc on you. Ben Laden, don't ask me. A lot of my friends name their Pokemon all kinds of hot stuff. Me on the other hand, I did have dudes I named, but I lost my game, so these are remakes of my original dudes, and they all had exciting names. Like I would name my Drapion Doom, but since it's my new game, I really didn't feel like naming all of them just yet. I'm gonna go back and do that, but this is like to say is a pretty strong formation for Arbok dropping your attack, and Drapion has really high regular defense. So I'd like to say it's a pretty solid front, and since Drapion is poison and dark, he can cover the psychic angle. But I want to pull him out because I kind of like Drapion and I don't like getting him killed and throw out Cottony, so I can try to get rid of the whole angle of the water because my Cottony, as you know, he has Prankster, which lets him go first if he's not actually doing any type of physical attacking move. So I throw him out there to be able to kind of manipulate the situation. I give him Tailwind, Sunny Day, um, let's think, Geiger Drain, and Safeguard. It's kind of my way of protecting my own team from status effects and things like that. So, Jesus Christ, man, I mean, giant old hands in the freaking way. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to him about that. That's crazy. Uh, but let's see what's going to be the next move. I threw out Venusaur and Cottony because with this team that's very centric on water, besides Quellfish having part poison moves, is that they can protect better in water situations, both having high special defense. And like I just did there was to drop the actually drop the water down. So I mean put out Sunny Day so water moves take less. My Cottony has high special defense. Usually that would kill somebody's Cottony if they had built it for something else. I mean defense and regular defense. If anybody else had grown one, you know they don't really have that great defense. This move right here is called the Final Gambit. I didn't even know what had happened when he did it, and I couldn't believe it could kill Venusaur in one hit like that because I built my Venusaur to really last. But he basically kamikazed so that my Venusaur couldn't get off because my Venusaur pretty much wrecked this team of his. Because my Venusaur has Light Screen, Geiger Drain, Substitute, and um, and Light Screen, and I call him the Perpetual Life Machine because I would actually lead Seed Juice, Substitute, and Geiger Drain, so I could always substitute, always get life enough back to come back and do the same thing. So it was harder to kill. Again, I dropped down Quillfish's attack to the point so he couldn't necessarily hurt people because, like I said, my friend's Quillfish is very powerful, has a really good special regular attack. Um, Sloppy, which is of course a Stunfisk, is a pretty unique type. I'm pretty sure he's ground and water, but he learns lightning techniques. I mean thunder techniques. Yeah, well, excuse me, lightning techniques, and is pretty wild with that kind of like dubious like mixed types. Because you could throw him in with psychic types and things like that. But yeah. I just wanted to utilize this sun since the sunny day was out to try to I'd say try to knock down his attack even more by burning him because everyone knows when you're burnt, your attack goes down. So I wanted to just give it a chance. I mean, it's probably not probable that I was going to do it, but I wanted to try it. And of course, since the poison spikes are out, Sloppy gets poisoned. Um, in this point in the strategy, my friend's trying to basically slow me down with paralyzations and try to work on me. The good thing kind of I like about the poison types is even if that's the case, a lot of the poison types are built for defense and to stick around. So even if I do go last, even if I don't go at all, you can see that Sloppy's poison. So he's gonna take poison damage all the time unless you can get rid of it. And there's another one, like I said, Electrode. He's which is a lantern. He's automatically poisoned as well. Now all I need to do is stockpile up with Swalot, and I have a stockpile on Arbok, but Arbok really is a big threat in this game right now. So you have to kind of determine what you want to do. You want to either use him as an attacker or use him as a distractor for your other character. Like in these terms, I'm going to go all out attacking because his lantern is very powerful and I don't need him around for too much longer. And since any attack now only enhances the damage I put on him uh, because of poison, it's just the icing on the cake. That's why it's always very important with this kind of strategy that you want to get like poison out right away, or get the effects of poison out as soon as possible, because it's really a late game thing. Everyone who's poisoned in the beginning doesn't feel much at all. It's in a later game. He just did a charge up to increase his lightning moves, which is another great strategy for people with high. Well, everyone knows of the personal traits of the types, and electric type Pokemon have high special attacks. So doing that gives him even more damage. If you didn't notice that he shockwave his Electrode, because Electrode has Volt Absorb, and of course, that gives that gives life to Electrode if he's hit by electric moves. And yeah, you see that he's paralyzed Swalot, but that's the thing about Swalot. He is a defensive tank, so he's very slow too. So him not going first, not that big of a deal. Again, with lightning strikes, lightning has a very low probability of hitting, so it's pretty miraculous that he hit me this many times with lightning in this duel. But that's another thing about battling. You never know. I stockpiled twice with Soylok. If I got hit right, could have just killed me. But that's the way the game works. So you can't really complain too much about it. But again, like I said, stockpiling up, because Swalot at this point has Black Sludge on, and he can stockpile up. So at this point, it's kind of hard to get rid of him, even if you did have like a super effective move against him. I wanted to sound out Wellencop just for the sake of kind of being a nuisance. I know that everyone, when they see a Wellencott, they know that he has priority with pranksters, so you kind of want to focus on him. I didn't have much else to do. Light was and Sunny Day was out, and Swift Swim really is not going to matter. I mean, and Tailwind's really not going to matter in a situation. I knew he was going to be take up the damage, so I did the smart thing, so none of my other Pokemon could be shockwaved and paralyzed. So I did the safeguard, so all my other dudes will be safe from this point on. Of course, safeguard having the effect that you can't be put status effect on. And I gave Soylok Earthquake just as a sweeping kind of move. Also, another. It's also a very powerful move, so there's no reason not to have it. That's another great thing about poison types. They have a lot of diverse moves. A lot of them get Thunder, Fire, and Ice Fang, and stuff like that. So they're always good to diversify and use different things in your Pokemon. Venomoth is one of my favorite dudes from like the first series of Pokemon from season or Gen 1 Pokemon, and they only made them better with giving them things like Compound Eyes and Quiver Dance. Quiver Dance definitely makes him ridiculous and like top 10 poison Pokemon. Um, and of course, Quiver Dance raises your speed, defense, special defense, and special attack. And what my friend's been doing is charging and giving more life to his Electrode, because at this point he has to put all his effort into keeping Electrode alive. He's the main attacker of his team at this point. Stunfisk, though, does have a unique moveset, at this point in the battle can't really do much against these two. He does have ground moves. He probably has Earthquake on him, but if he had Earthquake, he would have killed his Electrode without a doubt. And he needs to defend off between Venomoth and Swalot, which is pretty much a tough deal right now. As you can see, Sloppy going down, succumbing to the poison. At this point in the duel, I was pretty much saying that Swalot might outlast us all. It's like at the end of the day, the pollution might outlast us. The paper cups will lay there on the floor forever. But enough of the ecological talk. He pulls back in his Quillfish, because Quillfish, again, since I had dropped him early in the battle, he pulled him out to erase all the effects of the Intimidates I put on him. So now he's a clean slate. His attacking power is still very high. So he's a really big threat. Since I had Quiver danced, this was a good time to do a bug buzz because Quillfish really would have done a lot of damage. And my compound eyes complete with the Quiver dance definitely could take out his Quillfish in one hit. So that was great. That move right there was called Gastronol Acid. A lot of people don't use that kind of ability, though you should, because it does help out a lot. Gastronol has the ability to negate the person's uh, Pokemon power, and like you seen before early in the duel, he has Volt Absorb. So I wanted to get rid of that because at this point in the duel, that's the one thing about Swalot now. He's kind of just a threat now. Like if a Pokemon I'm with kind of has synergy with him and he can like fly or something and not get hit with earthquakes, I would be constantly doing earthquakes right now because it's a sweeping move, and even if it doesn't do large damage, it hits damage, and people are poisoned right now, so it's a big deal. Lumen is not poisoned because, as you saw before, Quillfish got on the field, and that's another counter to poison spikes. As another a poison Pokemon lands on poison spikes, it actually disintegrates them or makes them disappear. And then again, there's a Bug Buzz with Venomoth. That move is called Soak, and the Soak actually is a pretty devastating move. It transfers a Pokemon into water type. It changes their type into water. So he did a little combination of turning it into water and then lightning the hell out of it. I think that was Thunderbolt or Thunder, and to devastating results. I would have to say it was one of the crazy strategies I've seen him use, and it was lucky that he didn't do it to Swalot, because that might have killed Swalot, really. But now it's coming down to kind of the end game. We have Swalot at full life, paralyzed, and you have Lumen and Electrode. They're both at red to orange life, and I just pulled out Drapion with orange life. So, I mean, it all comes down to if Drapion is faster than Lumen or Lantern. So we're gonna take a look at what happens. But at this point in the duel, this is what the poison strategy is really for. Because at this point, he did soak Soylot, turning him into a water type. But yep, there's the cross poison that kills Lumen. The real great part about this poison team is this is the end game now. So um, we're gonna try to just stall him out and kill him off the infected with the poison. See again, Swalot's being paralyzed, so he can't move. And this is another thing. Since I have Black Sludge, this is a very funny situation right here. He turned me into water since I no longer am a poison type Pokemon. The Black Sludge that's on me is actually damaging me every turn. That's a pretty ridiculous situation when you think about it. A bag of poison being poisoned. Uh, those are the kind of duels me and my friends have. We kind of go at it on a very unorthodox way, but it's pretty fun when you actually take a look at it. And this is just going to be one battle in this situation. That's the GG right there. Swaylock wins. Fatality. But yeah, this Shanghai 20 at YouTube.com, Battle Report 1. We're going to show some more stuff, but yeah, lay some comments and tell us what you think. And we will see you again in part 2.